Alright, hello everyone. This is going to be a draft that's going to cover immediately leaving Medoh, which was the end of my last draft I made, and is going to go through Medoh and do a little bit after it before the end of this first branch. So, what you're about to see here is some already finished segments. I just had a little bit of stuff to do before actually getting to the flight range and doing stuff, so I'll just quickly catch you up to speed on what I've done here. So, leaving Medoh, we're gonna get the superest of super launches. Just quick setup, getting lag, and making our way over to Rito Village. So yeah, flying through, drop down, go through the window, talk to the elder, cutscene, and then splice here to swap to amiibo, and then we'll get our second piece of Fierce Deity armor. Go over here, get the memory, and then head out the window. Another super launch to get over here to the shrine. Drop down, go in. Backflip setup here. Finish this shrine. And then right here we get our third piece of Fierce Deity armor. Go over here, do a quick wind bomb, right into here, grab the bow and arrows, equip them and the armor, and then here's where the part of the draft begins. So the plan here is to immediately run up here to right behind, let me get this right quick. Shoot, well, anyway, after cutscene, skip it, run right over here behind Teba, and then once I do, I'll start aiming the arrow and start drawing the arrow on the way over here. And then, hold on, I gotta relearn these controls every time. Shoot at the target and then speak to him. Go through all the text here. So that's one target gone. Aim a little above that one, and then aim above the side of these. Try to aim for a 253. I got fairly close in one of my few attempts, so I think a 253 would be pretty easy to get. Okay, so going through all this text. Don't bother getting the falcon bow because I don't need it for anything in particular. Go through all this text again, and now.
Keep it up. That's it. One more. Perfect. You got it.
So right here, I will drop down until the camera stops auto turning. So you'll see the camera like auto turn, and I'll just bullet time out of that.
You got it.
So after doing that, hold forward, press L for the round bomb and bullet time on this at the same time.
Be careful.
Get lag off Medoh and super here to the middle. I'll try to do this a little bit sooner, as far as like maybe stop here and go into bullet time. It just depends, because like you get less visual cues the further you have to aim up over here. And there's like a really good visual cue if you're like right in the middle. So it just depends. I know that the further away I am from the middle, the harder it's going to be, but I'll see what I'm able to do with it. But yeah. I still don't know the visual cue most people use for these. What seems to work for me is having these like right below the bow. So that kind of blends in with the red, but you see what I mean, right below the bow. Get rid of that. Oh, never mind. Add a couple more dots. There we go. Over here, aim for this right here, if I do decide to just go with the middle. Aimed a little bit above it, that's probably better. And then this one, same thing, just have the bow like slightly above it. And then just go back in bullet time. Here's one thing I wasn't sure about. If I'm still in bullet time, does it take longer for Teba to like react to the turrets being destroyed? Because that's something I wasn't sure about here. It felt like it took really long before he reacted to it. So if any of you happen to know, just let me know.
You got it. Be careful. Be careful. That's it. That's it. We did it. That's the one. We did it.
So here, pretty simple, just taking as straight of a line as I can, jumping over this goop here. Trying to pay particular attention to my stamina right here. It seems like if I wait until there's like 3/4 of stamina left, maybe that is the best time to start whistle sprinting. Here I just ran out of it completely, but if I leave it at a quarter, I have like I can just start sprinting and then jump over the malice. So, let me back up a little bit. Just trying to get as much height as I can off of this without bumping into the ceiling. Aiming to grab the far left side. Dropping down here without jumping, just to save a little bit more time. Hitting this with a bomb arrow, that with a bomb arrow. Run over here, get enough height to jump in the updraft. I didn't do it here, but I want to get enough height so that I don't grab onto the ledge like I did there. And I did accidentally use one of my shield durability in the last segment, so for this, I do the trick here just to save a little bit of, save a point of durability. Okay, so ESC here, I'm gonna go for it first try. I'm not gonna go for a QESC either, because I think it's just gonna be faster to side hop and go for it compared to like having to jump at it with some momentum.
There are 3.
So yeah, all fairly standard stuff here. I need to remember to not jump there, because I'm pretty sure I could just go out from this side right here and not get caught on a ledge or anything. So just go out this side and then drop down. Or maybe this side would be closer. Probably the right would be a little bit closer, so I'll have to take another look at that.
There are 3.
I guess it wouldn't matter actually, because you have to go to the left anyway. So yeah, probably just drop down out of the left.
There are 4. There are 4. There are 3. There are 3.
So activate this terminal, and after this there will be a splice in the finish one for these wind bombs, because these are particularly tricky. So reset ragdoll here, aiming for this part of Medoh, right here between the eye and this block here. Doing delayed bullet time and also delaying detonation just a little bit. Still haven't figured out the perfect timing for this because it's hard to get. For some reason, I don't get enough height on this one, and then I end up getting too much height on the other one, so I've just got to mess with the timings. Okay, so land on the beak. Aim right here. This is a pretty generous area. I can aim right here on this. And this isn't in this clip because I already got rid of it in a previous attempt, but aiming anywhere around here, the explosion will kill the eyeball, so I'll do that. And then afterwards, I aim the bow right here as the cue for where to aim for the wind bomb. So doing an ordinal turn here, flying through. Shoot this with a bomb arrow. I have no idea how I hit that, honestly, because it looked like it was too far to the left. But it hits. And this upcoming part I may need a little bit of help with because I've seen people do this area really clean. I haven't looked at a ton of clips of it. So hitting on the side here. I missed one of the swings on the rotation, so if anyone has advice for like getting consistent hits on this, it would help. I think the Moblin head may have messed me up a little bit. Okay, so here. I press B to get rid of magnesis, but that caused me to run to the right. I think I should probably do like a weapon or like pull out the weapon or something so I don't end up running that way and having to curve back around. And I've seen people do this fast enough where they just turn the camera to the left and unstasis the plunger before stasis runs out. So yeah, this whole section here could be improved. If any of you have like any clips or something I could reference, it would help me out. I thought about adding a wind bomb to get to the top, but it would mean having to heal more, and it also only takes about 9 seconds taking the updraft. So I believe just taking the updraft here is going to be pretty much the same as it would take me to get a good angle to wind bomb and then heal and then do it.
There are two. I want you to take lap to it. That, I want you to take lap to it.
So this is going to be a little bit spliced too. This is weird because I start the fight here, but then I reload a save and come back. So it's not going to be positioned properly. But here's the gist of it. I want to get 2 spawns where he is going to be low to the ground. And then 3 hits gets to phase 2. Preferably, I want to be facing backwards and not forwards so I can get double hits on the second rotation. Nice camera clip into the wall.
Watch your blind spot.
Low to the ground again, go over here. And for this one, I think I should just do a weapon slam because it's 2 hits. So I should, yeah, that's what I did here. Jump slash really fast for just ending it.
His aim is dead on. Watch yourself. Watch your blind spot. Watch your blind spot.
Two darners here I need to collect. Walk forward slowly, grab this one, crouch, and dash over. I could have gotten this one in one crouch jump, so I'll keep that in mind for when I do the finish thing. Go over here, talk to the elder and get the bow. And then run over here, grab onto this ledge. I try to aim my camera ahead of time to where Link will be roughly lined up with this in the background. I didn't draw a straight line at all, but you see what I'm getting at. Do a low angle, square wind bomb. Talk to her to start this side quest. This one, I'm not sure what wind bomb I want to go for yet. I think the current world record uses a circle first, so if it does, I'll swap to circle before I go in here. But square was easier for making the draft, so I just went with it. Just walk forward, do a quick forward jump, and then wind bomb to the end. I'm gonna use motion controls to quickly aim to the left, trying to aim myself exactly to the west and lining myself up with this lantern right here. So I think it's like 3 steps. It's more like 2.5, but yeah, like 2.5 steps, bullet time, aim to the right. And I didn't get the super here, but this was a fairly ideal launch besides that. I would want to land a little further to the left, but this was pretty good. So talk to her to start this quest, go here. And then I'll be lining my reticle up with this tree right here. This will aim me back towards the east. Turn to the left again. And this one I do get the super. The base launch could have been a little bit faster, but this was pretty good overall. So then I'm gonna drop down here to pick up a few of the wood that's already just sitting there waiting. Grab the axe and swap to it, which I nearly forgot to do here. Pick up this wood, then save and reload. Because the save and reload is so fast, it's faster to just continually break this one pile than to break the other ones along the edge. But here I'll be doing this about 4 or 5 times, and I'll also be getting some items that I need from Amiibo, like the big Goron sword. So here's just an example of that. I'll get the wood, save, reload, and then upon loading it, just scan the Amiibo in. Pick up any items that help with quests later. I think here I pick up some apples and some wild berries since they're needed for a quest later. Open the chest for whatever I need. In this case, I get the Medoh helm. Run back over to the spot where the wood is, and then save and reload. Alright, welcome back everybody. This is the segment immediately following conquering Medoh and then doing a few things around Rito Village and getting stockpiling some wood. This next segment we go through Gerudo City, get the clothes, and then fight Koga, and then I end the segment right before we start the assault on Naboris. So this one is going to be a little bit different this time. I'm actually starting with a clip I uploaded to Twitter a little while back. This is just to show what the stasis bounce is going to look like to get to Gerudo City. So first thing I'm going to do is line this up so that the middle of Link is just to the left of this tree here. And then it's going to hit the lower part of the snowbank, which is going to give me enough height to get over the mountain and give me the perfect angle to go towards the city. And then I just ride this out. So this is the actual recording I made for the draft. Didn't get the same stasis bounce here, but got something that was just passable. So I'll go ahead and fast forward through this. So you see here, I didn't get the bounce, so I just went around this here. If I get the bounce off the ground, I don't even really have to open glider. But with this one, I have to curve it a lot to the left. Or, yeah, a lot to the left. So just going through this. I swapped weapons here, which I don't need to do. It's actually better if I just don't swap anything at all. I think I just did it out of reaction to try to get stuff to load. So once again, swapping stuff here. I do need to swap to Square Bomb. So of the menu that I do here, Square Bomb is the one that is needed. So Shrine loads in, we go in here. Once again, I'll check the world record IL for this, see if it can be done with circle, but if not, swap to square. This also goes past the monk. I'm not sure if I could do maybe a different setup, but as I said, I'll look at the world record and see what happens there. So fast forwarding through this, just back up, hop on this, and then where I'm aiming at is right here at the edge of this Lizalfos camp here. And this wind bomb was a little bit high. I could have gotten something that's a bit faster than this, but look over here to get lag, and then drop down here at the bazaar. Go fast forward through this cutscene. As the cutscene's ending, I'm spamming the A button so I can immediately get this lizard. Go over here to this cooking pot and make a 12-minute speed food. I get the 3 fleet lotus from an amiibo that I scanned when I'm getting all the wood after Rito, or during the part with Rito Village. Okay, and then talk to her, and this is where we're gonna get all our money for the run. So fast forwarding through all this is like 22 seconds. Selling 950 of them, and then using a gale to quickly get up here and get the clothes. Okay, and for this part right here, I'm aiming. I've pretty much got it right on screen here, but right at this part gives me the angle I need. This one was a tad bit high. If I could get something lower, I could go right through the doorway, but this one was really nice, and I don't know if it would make a difference with like having to wait for loading or anything, but this was a good super. Just a little bit higher than would have been ideal. So I climb on the wall for a second there, and then we get this whole cutscene. And I fumbled on some menu with this, so I just kind of edited out all of that, but basic thing here, just buying all of these arrows. And then warping back to Kutakar. Right here I need to aim just about perfectly north, so aiming right about here. And turning to the right, looking over here, out to the horizon for lag. And also doing this new thing that Smitch brought up, shield surf, to get a little bit less height so you don't have as far to drop down. Right here, going to the right side of this wall to set skew. And then going over here, going through the wall. I use this clip just because it's slightly closer than the one over by the post, and also it gives me a straight line to just run towards the clip spot to go back in. Grab the duplex bow, and then I could have equipped the Great Eagle bow earlier. I also have a placeholder here for the big Goron sword. I didn't want to go through the process of trying to scan it in, but here, instead of equipping either of those weapons earlier, I just do this quick bit of menuing here, pause, and then I've got both of them equipped just like that. So go back over. This menuing is something I'll have to practice a bit just to get it drilled into my head, but equip the Swallow's bow. I should have gone back. So yeah, equip the Swallow's bow and equip the Royal Guard's Claymore. So now the big Goron's durability will be in the Royal Guard's Claymore. And then I go back over to this menu, drop the Swallow's bow, and now I have 2 Great Eagle bows. So I fumbled on the menuing here as well. But what I need to do here, I pressed every quick menu besides the one I needed, but I need to unequip the sword and then re-equip it so that it's the Royal Guard sword and not the big Goron sword. Okay, now we're overriding the Traveler's Bow and the Iron Sledgehammer, so dropping them both, picking them up, and I've got everything I need for a good bit of the next part of the run. And we go in here to fight Koga. Now, I do have the Fierce Deity armor I could use here, but considering the way that Koga takes damage, there's not much of a point in doing it, since I would just have to re-equip the Gerudo clothes anyway. Okay, so just swap over to bomb arrows. Fierce Deity armor might save me like 1 hit, but this is so fast even without it. Once again, nothing too special going on with this fight. Fairly standard, just a bit faster because of the damage output of the weapon. And then Magnesis, shield flop to get rid of Ragdoll glitch. Magnesis again. And then after this cutscene, I swap to Square Bomb before getting the helmet. Just lots of cutscenes, so swap the wrong way there, but Square Bomb. Then warping back here. And here I only healed 2 hearts. I'm gonna have more food from scanning amiibo stuff in at Rito Village when I'm collecting wood, so I'll be using some of that. But I need to heal 2.5 hearts here. But just running up the side of the shrine, square first, launch here, and then going into the talk to Riju for the memory. Click through all of this. So run forward here. My visual cue, if I'm remembering right, this one is like kind of... I don't really have a clear visual cue for this one. I think here is where I should be aiming because this launch did go a little bit to the right. So I'll need to test that a bit more to get the perfect angle on this, but this was an acceptable launch. It just went a little bit to the right. Alright, and we talked to Riju. Okay, welcome back everybody. This time we're going to cover the assault on Naboris, finishing the dungeon, and then just doing a few things at the when we get back to Gerudo Town. So this one is going to be relatively short. I'm going to skip on through all the text here. So immediately turning here to the right at the start, aiming to have this part here line up roughly here, but this one isn't too precise. I just need something that's gonna let me be able to get enough height to stay in the air while Riju is asking me if I want to retreat, so I can do a second wind bomb. So she'll jump cancel wind bomb here. Now I do eat one of these mushrooms for half a heart. I think I am still going to do that in the final, but I do need to heal more later for wind bombs in the dungeon, so I'll consider options for that. Maybe change this here. So asking me if I want to retreat, saying no, doing another wind bomb here, and eating the speed food. And ideally when I eat the speed food I would heal the other heart that I need right there. Okay, so I throw it here, probably not gonna go for that in the final because I need to kill time anyway. You can hear Naboris starts targeting me here, and that's the main reason I do this Korok, because I need to kill a little bit of time or else I'm gonna get I'm gonna get hit. So it stops targeting me, goes to wind bomb, and during the wind bomb I should switch to the duplex bow just to save myself a little bit of time aiming here. But not too much different. Landing here, shooting the legs.
Alert, all right?
The dungeon is pretty similar to what you would see in a normal run, so nothing too strange here. Running forward, aiming to land at the bottom left part of this right here. So I jumped a little bit far, but aiming to land right about there. Going just under the left side of this. I need to see if I can do this in less of a turn, but it seems like 1.5 rotations is about what I need. Setting skew here. I swapped a square bomb earlier when I was in the Rivali's Gale. So swapped a square there. I fell off here, but this was still a pretty good segment overall. I do need to find out if I can shoot this from in the air, because I believe I have been able to get that to work, but I know this is kind of finicky. But if possible, instead of landing here, just shoot the node from in the air and then land. Swap to circle, press it to see if the circle is still spawned. If it has despawned, if it's like fallen off the beast and despawned, I'll just hold it in my hands and press B to get rid of it. Activate the terminal. And this is why I need to heal earlier when I'm eating the speed food, so I just don't have to do any extra menuing there. Doing a mid-air, dropping down, hit that one, hit that one. I want to try to hit that second one while I'm still moving, but since I have speed food, it doesn't really make a difference because I have to wait on the malice to disappear either way. So turning around to shoot that node, gale over, activate this, running out through here, open glider. And then I'm just going to sprint off here and glide immediately over to the map. So map, left 3, A3. Run over here. And then just quickly ESC through this grate.
forward. There are 3. There are 3. There are 2. There are 2. Just 1. Just 1. The terminals take Naboris. You're ready. The terminals that take Naboris. You're ready. Well done. Take a foot over combat. Well done. Take a foot over combat.
And then I would re-equip shield there, which this is a different segment that I spliced in for the fight, so I do have it equipped here, but I would just re-equip it after the clip. So on this, as soon as he dashes to the left for the first one, I go ahead and backflip. So hit the shield twice, 6 hits to get him to phase 2. And something I will do differently here, I was going to change this at first, but I'm just going to go ahead and break this shield here when I land instead of doing the durability save, because it's only got 1 durability left, so I'll just go ahead and break it with that shield jump. And preferably going to snipe him before he falls all the way down, but pretty normal here. Just shoot him with 3 bomb arrows and in the fight.
This thing is fast. Watch yourself. Watch that lightning.
So get in the heart container, more cutscenes, more cutscenes. The first change that I'm going to make is that when I get in here, I'm going to swap to the amiibo rune and scan in Urbosa amiibo so I can get a radiant shield here. Originally intended to get one from the Sandsteel rally, but because of the time of day, I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to push that back. So buying Hardy Durians here, so I have food to launch with when I go to do the DLC on Plateau. Go through all this text. Ask about the Thunder Helm so I can get some of these quests unlocked. Start this quest. And I need to double check. I do grab the lizard here, but I don't think I need it. Start this quest. Go over here. Start this to do the ice quest later. And then talk to this girl. And this is when before I would climb up the wall and then launch over to the Sandsill Rally, but because of time of day, pushing it back. So when I unpause here, you'll see the shrine, but just ignore it. Warping back to Great Plateau Tower. And then we're on to the east half of the map.
Oh, oh. Sa.